Hello there. It's been a while since the adventure cast that we've actually recorded on this format, but I don't like being beholden to the recording bot on Discord. So I am Aenir, player Beelzebot. With me is Curious Shadow,
I'm here. I'm Curious Shadow, and my player is Bernardo Fry.
and also
And
Yep,
don't interrupt me when I'm talking. This is Aegis and Andrés Girón for Soul.
yeah, we're gonna get right into this one. I believe you need a title, something along the lines of "Red Card Awarded." Aegis de Jerome.
Good.
I'm pretty sure it's my first red card, like in the SSL. But
Yeah.
dude, it was a costly red card too. That really sucks. For a bit of context for anyone watching, Soul very recently we played a game against CS Ropa in the minors, which is a very important game because we are level on points with Kapstad, and basically every point matters right now. Luckily, Kapstad they did lose to Montreal. Tobrich got a brace against them. But in our game against Ropa, we went down 2-0 after 15 minutes, and then I brilliantly got sent off after 30 minutes. And that sort of nullified any intention of a comeback that we might have had.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, to be
Bread
fair,
Lasso did manage to get one, but I mean,
it's
still.
not like you were super needed because I mean this entire season for a man who has looked for pass instead of score, you've been doing a lot of cutting in and shooting at God knows what. Some of your shots.
I mean, I
went
could have
all
single-handedly
over the place.
scored us back to the lead.
Not based on the shot percentages I've seen.
My shot percentage is pretty good, I feel like, actually.
Oh, that's what the stats say, but it seems like every time I watch you cut in and do that, cut in,
It's
take
just because I make
space,
the highlights.
and absolutely terrible choices and shots.
I'm pretty sure the stats say I make about 50% of my shots, which is actually really good. Actually, I want to see this real quick. Shot accuracy. Here we go. Shot accuracy. What do you guys think? What's the over/under for my shot accuracy? What do you guys think?
27%.
27? Wow, ye of little faith.
I have no faith. I forget what position. What position is?
I'm a right wing back.
Oh, 27% seems about right then.
We'll have you know, I'm on like 13 goals this season.
Well, according to the index, you're at 10 goals, 11 assists.
I think that's a little outdated. I'm pretty sure I scored a brace recently.
This is all I can go on, unfortunately. It's the limitation.
Yeah, as of the league index, my shot accuracy is, let it be known, the second best on our team at 63.3%.
That is pretty outstanding.
Yeah, and my 4.1 XG, and I've scored 10 goals as of the index. So yeah. I'm actually a pretty good shooter.
Well, let's see.
It doesn't feel like it, though. It doesn't feel like it sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, you're about 19 shots on target on 30 shots taken. So
it's pretty good.
Okay. You know where I'm upset? 59.3% heading. 19.2% crossing. That's terrible.
Well, that's just because I spam so many in. Not all of them can be accurate.
Spam so many. Oh, Jesus, 250.
I'm pretty sure I have like the second most attempted crosses.
Yep, yeah, Fry's got 57% shot accuracy, second on the team.
That's pretty good. Yeah, I do think the league index is a little outdated. This says of 17 games, and I think we just finished 20. Yeah, match day 20. So
20 or 20.
That's about 3 games behind.
Well, first off, I'm more interested in the fact that you fouled them 32 times. You've had 5 shots, and your average rating is 8.08. Hey, it's Alex Stain. How's it going, man?
He's muted.
Going good. Good.
So we're just recording a podcast, so if you want to stay around, just Just
Mm-hmm.
stay around and jump in with when you hear us talking about the SSL.
Join
All
us.
right.
So actually, this is actually really good because as we move on from that, usually, obviously, as befitting the people who are usually on the podcast, it's very Catalunya organization centric. So here's an opportunity. Alex, how's your new organization going?
Oh man, it's going good. I'm getting a lot of assists. Helping out the team.
Hmm.
Yeah,
According
I
to what?
tried to make him.
Go ahead.
Huh?
I was gonna
Oh
say,
yeah, I tried to make him like really like good and get him to at least fifth place.
excellent. According to this, at the moment, in 18 appearances for your team so far, you have 3 goals, 6 assists. You pass at just under 80%. Crosses are not so good, but you're a center defender, I think, so I don't think they're going to be good. You haven't put points into it. You've tackled successfully 72% of the time, and you have an average match rating of 7.12, which I'll be honest, I have not watched your organization's matches. I'm kind of busy with ours, but for a central defender, I'm assuming 7.12 is really freaking good, especially if that's the
No, that
average.
is pretty good. That is really good.
Yeah, and let's see. CS Rova, because I think that's your team. CS Rova Mapanjang
Yeah.
Mapanjaka.
Ropa.
Yeah, I don't say Rova. 10 wins, 3 draws, 7 losses, and 33 points. That's not bad. Yeah, and you're only 3 points out of fifth. That
Yeah,
is
and y'all just beat us, bastards.
he brought
We
in
were
the
just talking
folder.
about this just because I got red carded, dude.
Yeah, he brought in the file that says uh Soul Mythic FC Secrets underlined. It's just a plain manila folder with that written on it.
SMH.
Oh,
Ugh.
Hmm.
so
Yeah. Uh.
go ahead.
Oh no, you go.
Oh, I was to say, I was like, I just like having fun and making things up like that because it's just a silly little part that fleshes out the times between, oh, it's match day, it's match day, it's match day. Like, we're not just waiting for match day, so it's like, if you've been reading, I think you were previously reading Bernardo Fry's writings, where just like random things happen to him,
Mhm.
Yeah.
and that's kind of where I think that Bernardo Fry Alex Stain combination was going before Bernardo got promoted. So that was kind of like one. That was actually I really liked it that you took the initiative to say like, oh, we're both on this side. We're gonna have a really cool connection, and then wrote about
Yeah, man. I was really looking forward to that Bernardo Fry and Alex staying combo, but then the draft came and I was traded.
Unfortunate.
it.
Yeah.
Slight thing: you were not traded. You were selected.
True.
Selected.
That means you were wanted as opposed to traded away.
Yeah. This,
Hmm.
I would have liked to not have lost you, but we had to lose 3 players, and unfortunately, you were one of the three.
Nah, it's
Yeah,
not
I
drafting you,
understand.
man.
It that sucked because as we've bemoaned multiple times on on these recordings, we're trying to build something and it gets pushed back because, oh, we lost someone in free agency. Oh, we lost someone in free. Oh, they went inactive. Oh, we've had 2 expansions and lost players. It's very frustrating that like it keeps that line keeps getting pushed back because of things like that.
Now, when is the next expansion coming?
I have no clue. I
Okay.
hope not soon.
I think I think that they were threatening to do it at the end of next season, but I'm not sure.
I think it really
Oh
depends on
god.
how many people show up.
I hope not. We've had enough as is.
I understand it because I mean, more people keep showing up. You have to increase supply to meet the demand, but it just
Yeah,
it's
it's either that or stop accepting people or make it a 3 tier system somehow.
yeah, which that's just gonna. And the thing is, all this creates more work for the simmers anyway. And I think we're really kind of, at least simmer wise, we're pushing at the the boundaries
Yeah.
of what can be reasonably done in a time frame that's conducive for a league like this anymore. And you're just sitting there like, oh, great, we play once a week, and that sucks. Especially for
Mhm.
soccer, which is not like it's not like American football where it's like you expect it to be once a week. Maybe,
Hmm.
maybe in certain occasions you can get twice a week if you're like, you play on a Sunday, then you play on a Thursday or something. Speaking NFL wise here.
Now, have I got this right that the Simmers have to set things up and then sit through and watch the entire game in real time and then save it for YouTube?
Hmm. That is my understanding. Yes, not quite in real time, especially with the commentary only ones that can speed it up. Um, and with the having played Football Manager myself, there is a slider that you can fiddle with that like, oh, when highlights show up, you can play them at normal time, but everything else is like super fast.
Like fast, yeah.
Yeah, but even then, it still takes time. There's a reason when I played single player Football Manager, after my team gets settled in and I'm happy with where the roster is for the most part and happy where the tactics are for the most part, I crank that sucker commentary only, speed it up all the way, and I speed the actual highlights like 2 ticks forward just to get through the game. Like I'll see it and just
Yep.
kind of go through it. And to be honest, most of the time for that, it's on my one monitor. I'm just futzing around on my other monitor playing something else and going, okay, game's over. Move on.
And then you wait for the crowd to cheer, and you're like, oh, somebody scored.
Yes, if it's minimized, the audio cue is usually, hey, something's happened. Let me check. And as I've said before, I've at least previous Football Managers, I got really good at doing some weird ass shit. Um, I won the World Cup with Scotland. Scotland running
Scotland's one of the best countries in the world, obviously.
running a 2-2-2-2-2.
And what
That's
year did you win this World Cup in? 2350.
No. It was, well, the Football Manager was. Let me check my team.
wait. So let me get this straight. You had 2 center defenders, 2 defensive midfielders, 2 attacking midfielders,
Yeah,
2 withdrawn forwards, and 2 forwards,
yeah. I think it was Football Manager
and
2020
no
and
flank
2021.
attack whatsoever.
Yeah,
Wait, what the hell's a withdrawn forward?
attacking mids. Um,
He already said attacking mid, so it's 2 DMs, 2 CMs, 2 AMs, and then 2 strikers.
yes. Well, but
Oh,
Okay.
the thing is,
that's horrifying.
what I did with it was in possession or out of possession, the 2 farthest back kicked out, next 2 went down, next 2 went down. Like it would go down, but in possession it would stretch up vertically, and I just played it through the middle because that basically meant that A, I'm going to outnumber you in the central field, and B, I'm like defensively speaking, your wing backs, your fullbacks, your wingers, your wide midfielders, they're out of the play. I'm not going by them. They're still there, yeah, but the AI is going to have them stay where they are because that's what the teams want. Now, I'm not saying there weren't struggles. There were a couple games where it went to penalty kicks. I just came out on top there, but I won a World Cup, so it was
I'm
actually
not
kind of
even
funny.
sure what to think about that. That's wild.
Yeah, that was that was so frustrating going back to FM because it is AI sometimes. I won the World Cup with Uruguay, doing a traditional thing. I won, and then the next World Cup I won with Scotland. And me being American, and because in the game your managers are rendered or valuable as well. He's American.
Mhm.
The American coach got fired. For the life of me,
Nice.
the U.S. national team, the USSF, would not hire that coach. I even went to them because you can talk to the press. Like I expressed my interest in the U.S. men's national team job, and they never offered it. And I'm just laughing because it's like I'm a 2-time World Cup winning coach. I'd won a crap ton with Real Madrid, with Fiorentina in Serie A. I'd done a crap ton of stuff, and they just wouldn't hire me.
And that's crazy because the United States national team hires all kinds of stupid people as their coach.
Exactly.
Uh,
But yeah, it's a fun game, and that's actually kind of like when I heard this SSL was running it, I'm like, oh, I like Football Manager and I like Sim Leagues. This is just like feels like awesome to put these two together.
So, how's
I'm very
Soul
quiet real
doing?
quick. I gotta do something.
Say again?
Huh?
I didn't hear you. Can you say that again?
Oh, I said,
Oh,
how is Soul doing?
We are actually tied for second in the minor league. Us and Kapstadt are 14 wins, 2 draws, 4 losses. Unfortunately, I think we're like 9 goals behind on goal differential because Inter London decided after nearly the entire season run of the same formation of changing it to a traditional formation, and we only won like what 2-1, 1-0, something like that.
Hmm.
It was very very frustrating because it's like we were looking at saying, oh, this is our chance to make goal differential because Inter London is dropping like getting beaten by double digits. It was just like, oh my god! And now you change it. But yeah, hopefully
Yeah.
hopefully we can get it because I think it's the final match day for minor league. Kapstadt and Seoul play each other, so that's really assuming
Hmm.
neither squad drop points up until that point, it's going to come down to that. And then our first match against Kapstadt, it was please, guys, if either of you happen to know the result off the top of your head, please let me know. I'm just
Oh, I
looking
don't
for it.
know.
This is more for ages because he's been doing that. I mean, my brain has just been. It's the end of the season, so my brain's a little fried at the moment. We're almost to the end.
Yeah.
would you say your brain is Bernardo fried?
Wow.
No, never that bad.
Sorry, I'm doing a little bit of schoolwork real quick. I have to upload a little something super fast, so I
Yeah, no,
Otherwise,
apologize.
it'll be late and it won't count.
No, it's because the deadline's midnight. I've got like 2 hours, 2.5 hours. I just have to upload something. I'm already done with it. Super easy.
yeah. So it's Cairo.
I'm just glad that even though we dropped
Okay, yeah.
points to
Here we go.
Europa, they also lost.
Our
Kapstad
head-to-head,
did.
we won 2. We beat Kapstadt 2-0 back at the end of September. Yeah, so that one was
Wait,
actually. Go ahead.
did me and you face off? Did I off against y'all yet?
Yes. We've played both our games. Roma. We beat you the first time.
Mm-hmm.
I saw it when I was scrolling. Let me look for it again. Give me a second.
And then y'all just beat us
Yeah. So
recently.
you just beat us in the second
Uh,
of the 2 matchups because each team plays each other twice.
Hmm. Yeah,
Uh,
match day 20,
um,
which was yesterday, y'all beat us because I got sent off like an idiot. But in our first game, if I can find it real
yeah,
quick.
I'm just looking at that scrolling bar on the index.
Yeah, same.
Like I know I saw it. I just gotta find out where
Oh,
the.
I found it. 5-2 win week 9.
Thank you. I didn't go far enough back.
um,
So yeah, so we split, but if it was like a head-to-head thing, we'd be moving on due to goal differential, but that's fine.
Yeah, goal difference at 6-3 us.
Yeah.
hmm.
So you like I said, you enjoying CS Rova and just in general. I'm not asking
Yeah.
CS
In
specific.
fact,
Rova.
yeah, I'm enjoying it.
I'm happy. I'm happy you are. I'm still sad that we lost you, but I'm happy you're enjoying your new team.
I'm glad y'all are doing better than
Yeah.
Maskakwe at least. I think that's cool. Though it is
Oh,
really close. It's literally 1 point between y'all.
Hunji Men. I heard he's on our team too.
Pardon? I didn't.
Bungie Min? I haven't heard of
Hong
him.
Chi Min.
Oh, the other guy
Oh, yeah.
who we lost in the thing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, I'm not.
Kim Hyung Min? No, he's still on the team. That's Rice Bowl. He's still on the squad. He's still on Seoul.
He is? Wait.
Yeah.
Because
Or do you mean
I was
you mean
watching him
Hyung
in the
Man
message.
Smalls?
Yeah.
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 That guy.
Yeah, he was.
Hyung Man Smalls is on Rova, yeah.
Yeah, he's not with us.
Oh.
Yeah. But the names are pretty similar, so I could get that. I understand that.
It's kind of funny.
Tlakaelel Tepochli. That's a fucking name. My god. Tlakaelel. That's a very like Mayan sounding name.
I still love the fact that if you click on the include retired when you're looking at the player pages, look at the very 1st player name that pops up.
Wait, hold on, I want to see. Player pages. Include retired. A singular tub of Fazeberry G Fuel.
No. There's more. You have to say the whole thing.
Oh, you're right. Energy Formula, the official drink of esports. Registered.
Registered trade. There are 3 registered trademarks there.
Incredible.
Yeah. There have been some absolute ridiculous names. That one might be one of the most ridiculous. I know we've talked about it. We've touched on that before.
I do like how, though, when I'm not looking at retired players, the first one is always Art Detrella.
Yes, that's. I'll be honest. I have a feeling if you were to ask him, did he put double A's in his name just for that so he doesn't have to deal with it? I think the answer might be yes.
Next time I make a character, I'm making his name like AAA Battery or something, just so he can be the very first one there.
See, that's thinking ahead, as opposed to Curious, who refuses to entertain the concept of the neutral person, who I keep trying to convince him to play as.
I am entirely unconvinced on the matter.
See, I don't know if he's legitimately unconvinced or he's already getting into character.
No, he's cracking a smile as he said that. Could you not hear it?
But you don't know if he is.
No, I
I-
absolutely know he is. I can hear it. I know. I know what he.
Yeah, I
You're
gotta
not
say.
fooling
So,
me.
Oh, go ahead.
are y'all play any other sim leagues?
I used to be in a crap ton. As I've mentioned here and there before, I've been in and out of sim league since like 2006. Back when I was like in high school still. So.
Damn, I was 2.
Yeah. So for me, it was just a quick thing. Is I originally found sim leagues. I don't remember what I was searching for. It just popped up somewhere, and I was like, "Ooh, make a player," and it's in Madden. Awesome. But that particular one had just closed because they lose interest, whatever. Sim leagues die a lot. So a couple months later, I found another one. That was the MSFLR, which would be MSFL Madden Simulation Football League Reborn. And I've just been here and there ever since. And I gotta say, for as much crap as we give the simmers here about and Canadize in general, not specifically but in general, of like, oh, why don't we do this? Why don't we do this? It like the amount of automation that has been put in is absolutely astounding. Considering in that sim league, everything was by hand. Custom rosters were by hand. Custom fields were by hand. Custom end zone art. Players were all done by hand.
Oh man.
The Sims
Holy.
were done in Madden, but since we didn't have a video streaming service at the time, you took screenshots. So the games had to stop multiple times. Like the Simmer had to stop and take screenshots of like, oh no, the quarterback has the ball and freeze it right there. What's gonna happen? And then
Oh God.
And then when the game's finished, you had to manually upload all the stats because it wasn't for like until a Madden or 2 after that I think all the stats came out in a single block. So you had to manually look at the stats, input them into a file, and then put the file somewhere that someone everything was manual. And like versus
Sounds
this,
miserable.
it was all we had. Okay, here's how frustrating it got. You didn't have activity checks. If you wanted points, you had to do a graphic. There were no podcast options because podcast wasn't the thing yet, really. Or you had to write 600 words a week. Not the 200 we have, 600 words.
Y'all didn't have no Chat GPT back then.
It was like it got to the point sometimes. Oh, and also it wasn't an automatic include. It wasn't you hit your mark, you get the full amount of points. You got graded, and if you had to put a shit one in, you didn't get full points. There was one week where I ran out of time. Like it was originally supposed to be a graphic to go along with the writing. I ran out of time, just threw the graphic out there, and it was just me taking some finding Lego figurines, putting them on a background, and saying, "Oh, these characters could do this." I got 1 point from it because I did work. That was it.
You got a participation point.
Exactly, I got a participation point, and this is before I had like Photoshop or anything. So if I was doing a graphic, it was all in Paint. Like I had to do full jersey changes in Paint. Oof.
Hell no.
No, but that was rough. So when leagues started going to activity checks and making it easier, making it as easy, user experience easier, I was like, "Oh, this is awesome." But then again, I also kind of missed that Wild West feel that the first Sim League seemed to have. My first Sim League seemed to have.
I mean, it does make sense to automate as much as you can because it is so much more work for the sim runner.
Yeah, I want to say that like that's where most of those leagues fell down is that because there was so much work for simmers. Time goes on, people get older. You can't dedicate a couple hours to just screenshotting a game.
Mm-hmm. No, it drains you really fast unless you're just like incredibly unemployed.
Which I was still in high school at the time. So when I was home, I had nothing but time.
Yeah, seriously.
So we ended up then I ended up being a simmer for that for a while, and that was kind of fun. I don't want to go back to that, but I missed like the thing is because it wasn't automated, they were small, but the people who were there were incredibly dedicated. And I'm not saying
You have to be.
I'm not saying anyone in these leagues aren't dedicated, but it's like a different level of dedication.
Well, no, because you're like signing up to put in like many hours of just busy work every week.
Exactly. I was never a file worker or anything like that. I just did the Sims and stuff, but it was like, damn. And then, but I have to say, like now that I'm a little bit older, actually, at this point in time, half my life almost, it's actually a little over half my life. I'm so glad I can just go, oh, awesome. I'm a GM. Click for the 6 points for the activity check. Click for the 6 points for GM. I'm done GMing. Thank goodness. It's so simplified.
Yeah, I have to go to the effort of putting together 200 or 300 words at the same time, and they even seem to care whether they make sense.
Yeah, as like I said,
I've been getting raked over the coals for some of my writings. Like one of them is like, this barely made sense, and looks like a stream of consciousness, and I was like, thank you, that's exactly what it was.
Yeah.
2 out of 5. Oh.
No, that's totally fine. I mean, that's fine. But I mean, at least when you're graded like that, all you're losing is the cash. You're not losing the effort for the points. Whereas in the other one, if you put out it was like, oh, you didn't do well. You get only 2 out of the 6 points this week. Like how much more infuriated would you be if your 2 out of 6 only gave you 2 TP instead of 6?
Oh, if I had like, oh yeah, well you didn't write very well, so you get 8 points this week instead of 12.
Yeah, like how
that would be frustrating because at least the cash is, as best I can tell, it's extra.
Yeah.
And I do have uses for the cash coming up later in the show.
Yeah. So, okay, so we've talked about that. So let's talk about major leagues. Catalunya still comfortably mid-table, 28 points.
Pretty big gap between them and the team underneath, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, next closest is 19. So let's see. SSL budget sheet.
Celt-
What's up?
Celtics about to be lit. Cause guess what? I'm gonna be moved up. Mm-hmm.
Hey, I'm happy for you,
Nice.
man. It'll be nice to see you in the majors.
Fantastic.
You've been working a long time for it.
Mm-hmm.
Which actually, that's one of the things I was looking up. So yeah, Rova and the side.
Yeah.
Let's look at Catalonian sold. So I think we may have mentioned this before, but I don't think I was in the podcast that got posted. I'm liking where we're at because, with the exception of the inactive players, everybody's signed to multiple years. So, and this is all excluding inactive players. We're all signed through this year. Next season, we got 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 9 players to sign next year. And some people might think that seems like a lot, but I mean, as ages curious, and even you, Alex, when you were on in the organization here, I always try to pride myself on being like, oh, clock's ticked over, it's a new season. Hey guys, let's talk about contract extensions. I want to knock this shit out early and be done with it, not have it like hanging over my head.
You don't want it.
Yeah.
You don't want it to be. You don't want to be a hassle.
Yeah. So I'm constantly. It's like, let's get those contracts done. Let's get those contracts. And the only time that I won't do that is if, for example, Red Panda. Like Omni's a good buddy with him. So when it comes to Red Panda's contract extensions, I let Omni take the lead on that one because that's his buddy.
Mhm.
I wouldn't want someone coming up and not that like we're all working together, but like there's a difference in negotiation. You're right. You know what I mean? I want to negotiate with my buddies, and I'm sure that if you guys were in organizational leadership roles, you would want to negotiate with your buddies.
It just makes it easier.
Yeah. Like I know, I like as we've mentioned before. Curious, you and Omni, you're better now.
Oh
You're
yeah,
still, but at first,
we
like how
yeah.
weird.
At first, it would have been stupid.
Yeah, let's say how weird would it have been if right immediately after the blow up that you got, the disagreement you guys had, he went to you and said, "How do you feel about extensions?"
Yeah, exactly. That wouldn't have worked.
That would have been really awkward at best. But I love the fact that also because we're all pulling together, that at this point in time, I feel that if I couldn't offer you a contract, you would be comfortable accepting it from Trella or Omni.
Yeah.
But it all comes back to hey, if we have a nice system where everyone wants to be here, it makes it all easier for everyone.
Well,
That's my goal.
that's the thing. We've got an active community, and everybody seems to be interested in there, and they're participating, and we're having a good time with it.
Yeah.
Even if we're not top of the table yet.
Yeah, that. I am so happy. Like you don't understand how happy I am that I've been in organizations before, not this league, but in general, where the limit of your organization was, hey, we share the same jersey, and that was it. There was no crosstalk in the Discord, or actually at the time was Discord, would have been forums. It was just like everyone was kind of, hey, I'm here, cool, that's it. Here we actually seem legitimately excited. Oh my god, Aegis has got double digit goal. He's a 10-10.
Yeah.
And I'll let everyone know too.
Yeah. I mean, letting everyone know kind of goes with it. Everyone, there's always a bit of self puffery when it comes to these types of leagues. It just comes with
Mhm.
territory. But the fact that you can let people know and they seem legitimately happy for you, I fucking love it. I want to build the community, and Curious can back me up on this. Like, I know I've mentioned I do this tournament. I've had this tournament that I run, big nerd stuff. But I was 16 people, and of the 16 people, 10 of them got at least one vote for best sportsman. That is, to me, was like even better than having 16 people in the tournament. The fact that I have attempted to foster a community that at this point in time, 10 different players, 10 different coaches voted one of their opponents as best sportsman is just I'm so happy, and that feels like what we kind of got going here.
Yeah, for sure.
I can get behind that.
Because I just, having been in some deadlock rooms, that's the easiest way to lose shit. And before this rebuild, that's kind of where Catalunya was headed towards. All the active players walked away because natural inactivity happens.
Yeah.
Then you have some bad seasons, some more people go, and some more people go. As I've said before, where success builds on itself, inactivity and failure builds on itself as well. So you have this avalanche of momentum going poorly, shit going bad. Before the rebuild, all of Seoul was inactive. Like I've said before, they were entirely inactive. I set a lineup for them and just let it ride all season because I was trying to get what little results I could squeeze out for Catalunya. But then I was able to pick up Omni. He's been a huge help. I was able to pick up Chella. He's been a huge help. And then we had two enormous draft classes in a row, which has formed the core. And as I know, we've mentioned before, it's like our future is super bright because, with the exception of the inactive players and Val picks, everyone else is season 18 or later. Holy
Yeah,
cow!
we've got the sweet spot between 18 and 20, and so we're gonna have a nice long run at the championship.
We hope things can happen. You're not trying to jinx anything, but we are set up for extended success.
Yeah, we've got several seasons where we can take a real shot at it.
Yeah, and the funny thing is, our window's not even open. I don't think their window's open next year. I think our window opens in
No,
2
we're not good enough
seasons.
yet.
I think our window opens up in 2 seasons. Honestly, like, that brings us to season 20. So we're 22 right now. So season 24. Like, Jesus, like there is so much potential going forward. It's astounding. I can't speak to Liffey side and Rova, but Alex, what do you think? You like looking forward at your team. What are you thinking is like your guys' prognosis for the future?
Well, I think for the minors, we'll probably try to get at least third place next season
Mm-hmm.
because I feel like we were doing pretty good. And for the majors, I'm gonna try to see if I can get at least fourth.
Aim big, right? That's all you can do.
Yeah.
It I would say it will be a very tough road, but I think I have every confidence in both you and your organizational leader, uh, because let's see, they've got you. They're the ones who picked up Demon Forest Puppy, Caroline Midiema. They've got Bailey. They've got Crunk, who was my academy GM. Let's see who else. They got Phalanx, who's been in the league for a while. His player's only season 18 though. So yeah, it's Smalls, as we mentioned. You got Hockey Fan. For some reason, that name's sticking in my head, but I can't remember where I heard it before. They got Snorlax between the sticks in the minors. Their minors keeper is better than their majors keeper.
Really?
Yeah, 929 versus 901. Chicken McTendy is their majors goalkeeper. So they've got. I think they've got a very bright future in front of them as well. The only one, I'll be honest, like going into the season, there have been two surprises for me. One, that Catalonia is mid-table, because I thought we were still going to be lower, like upper lower table. And Tokyo just being so bad. Like I don't understand why. I mean, probably inactivity and aging. Don't get me wrong, but like they are. Uh, Jess is the GM over there, and she does great stuff. She doesn't do the tactics, but she, to my understanding, runs a really good ship, and I've never had any problems with her. So there's the fact that they're struggling a little bit. It's surprising me.
Did you guys see that the Faroe Islands have won their last 3 World Cup qualifiers and are actually really close to qualifying?
I saw that they beat the Czech team.
Yeah, they beat Czechia
That's
and Montenegro, dude.
Let me take a look at this. But while I'm looking it up, let's bring it back to SSL.
And who was the other team I saw they beat? Liechtenstein
Gibraltar.
or Gibraltar?
Yeah, Gibraltar's gonna get
Well, that one's kind of to be expected, but the other two are crazy. Also, I do have an SSL question I was meaning to ask, but I didn't want to interrupt.
What?
For when the international thing happens in a few months, or it's pretty soon. I'm pretty sure.
A month.
Yeah.
A month.
Some play.
What?
It's around December.
It's between November and January. I don't remember exactly when. That can change a little bit, but that's the window.
I mean, that'll mark that I've been in the SSL for a year now, which is kind of crazy.
Yeah.
But did I see somewhere that players can apply to represent other regions temporarily? Because my region is cooked. We've got nobody.
What's the reason?
I don't think you can do that. I think it's for teams that are overpopulated. Like America is always going to have this being an American site, even though Canada is not American.
But what's your region?
Central America.
Wait, would that be me too?
But
Since I'm American.
Well, it's not you. It's your player. It's your player.
Well, what country is your player from specifically?
Actually,
America.
Yeah, if you can.
You mean the United States?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, United States is not Central America. That's just the United States.
No.
That's a
He's
different group.
referencing something I said.
About the overloaded teams.
If you go to the SSL portal and then go to trackers, there's a nation tracker. And you can see that. So at the moment, USA has 54 players, and 31 of them are active. So call it 31 instead of 54.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that one-time switch is allowed for players who are on teams that may not see like you to play on the US, you have to be in the top 11. Well, we'll call it top 15.
Top 13.
I say 15 because you got a couple keepers in there too. Keepers are players too. So that's for players that's for okay, say you're spot number 16 on the USA, but everyone had it as active. The chances of you catching them it can be done, but it's unlikely to be done. So I think that one time switch allows you to go to anywhere else. Although I would assume they would put a limitation on you can't go to a team that also you can't go to a different federation that also has a large amount of people.
Yeah.
So when those rules specifically come out, you'll probably have to take a look into the rules there, and then you're gonna have to make honestly, you're gonna have to make a decision for yourself. Because yes, your player may be American, but if you feel that you're not going to play, there's no shame in switching to play for the international thing. Your player's still American. You just played somewhere else. That's all.
Speaking of America, they didn't really have a good chance. Do you think like they'll have a good chance this year?
We're talking about SSL, right? Because the U.S. U20s
Yeah,
lost to Morocco today, 3-1, and I'm a little peeved
SSL.
about that. I don't know, honestly. It's 2 straight World Cups they've underperformed, and I don't know why. Like
I mean,
I can't tell you why they've underperformed. Some of it could be tactical, some of it could be vagaries of FM being FM. Like I know Carol Mediemo was like super stoked that Benelux did so well. I think they won it all, didn't they?
I
I'm
think
taking a
so.
look at the Pyrenees Union where Andorra is located, and
Yes. There's
I'm
2
I'm
Andorran
happy.
players.
I'm happy that I'm clearly going to be a starter on the team, and I'm also unhappy in that I'm clearly going to be a starter in the team. My team's not going to be very good.
Dude, I'm going back to Central America though. Our team is so fucked because our best player is a goalkeeper. Okay, sure, he's a good goalkeeper. And then we've got right back, right wing back, me, CDM, right wing back, left wing back, right wing back. Like, dude, we have 4 fucking right backs and
What?
nothing else.
Sounds like Central America is going to be a defense first team.
Back 7 is what we're gonna have, I
Yeah.
guess.
Hey, no, bring out that formation that I showed you, the 10 behind the ball. Or no, the 11 behind the ball.
You guys are going to park
Haram
both of the
ball.
buses.
It's beyond parking the bus. It's like parking a monster truck or a limousine or something.
No, you can't park a monster truck. The wheels are too big. You get 5 holes
Yeah, you
time.
just crawl through. You're right. Parking a cruise ship. That's what it is.
There you go.
No, yeah, I don't know how it's gonna work. It's gonna be kind of stupid.
Yeah. I don't think
I hope.
unfortunately, Agent, I don't think you get the option to change. It's looking like it's going to be Canada. Canada may not even, because at the moment they have 12 active, 14 inactive. So Canada may not be fit there, but it'll be the U.S. probably. It might be Central America,
The UK.
Central Europe, because they got 32 players.
Only
UK,
8 active though is rough.
well, that's only Germany. Central Europe is if you
Oh,
gotta
that's
go,
true. That's true.
yeah. Benelux has got 25, so that might be a little tough. But that's
I just hope we can get a couple. Cause I don't want to change. I'm perfectly content being Central America. I just hope some extras can come join me.
But the British Isles.
I don't want to be the only Guatemalan in the league forever.
But the British Isles will be a tough one. 54 players. Pyrenees has 36. Norden has 33. Eurasia's got 18, and they're just full of a bunch
What I'm
of
gathering is
wonder
everyone wants to be white.
I think not necessarily. They're also just most of the people who are playing, with the exception of Canada, tend to look like they're trending around countries that are soccer powerhouses.
That's true.
Not guaranteed, but trending.
For the one person from Lesotho and the one person from Fiji and the one person from East Timor.
Yeah.
I got to tell you, I like the guy who goes off and finds his own nation to play for. That's fantastic.
No. Legitimately, if you're interested in that, go to the nation tracker, and you can go and see who's got countries and who doesn't. Because the people who haven't played countries, it's all white out. Like there's no one from green.
Yeah, like I could go and play for for Cambodia or something, or Laos,
My big surprise is how many African players play for Zambia. There's 10 Zambian players, and then every other African country has like 3 or 4 tops. Yeah. Kind of random.
There's really nothing in the Caribbean either, with the exception of Jamaica.
Yeah, seriously, no Cuba, no DR, no Haiti, no Bahamas. Yeah. No Central. I mean, there's one Panamanian, and then there's me, the one Guatemalan, and that is
Yeah.
it for Central America.
Also, but I mean,
And then Jamaica, I guess. Jamaica
to be
counts.
fair, teasing like because Sim League players are Sim League players. No one from South Pole. No one from Easter Island. No one from Sri Lanka.
Well, Easter Island is Ecuador territory, right? Or Peru, I believe.
I don't remember off the top of my head, but the fact that no one's even chosen it for it to be counted is what.
Yeah, that's true. No one's Peru.
No one's picking these countries that normally you would say, like no one's Greenland. It's just funny because there are these places.
Yeah, that would be like the fun, quirky choice.
Yeah, like I said, heck, the North Pole. I'm surprised there hasn't been a Santa Claus yet. Actually, you know what? Let me make sure I don't talk out my butt. Nope, there is no Santa Claus.
I think it'd be really funny if someone made a character named Santa Claus and just made him from like Ethiopia or something. Just like, yeah, dude, from the desert.
He's like he's from Jamaica, and he's just yeah, he's obviously he's like overdressed for the occasion, right?
Yeah. So for
Oh, that'd
everyone
be
here,
funny.
for everyone here, just throwing it out there. If you had to make another player right now, and your current country was not an option, what would you choose?
Ooh, I would pick some random ass obscure country again because I can't in good faith just do like England or America. That's way too boring for me.
I think I'd go with Madagascar, and I'd make my player a dodo bird.
Dude, you could do one of the penguins from the Madagascar movie.
What were you saying, Alex? I didn't hear you.
I was gonna go to Japan or something like that because my character.
Okay, no, that's
That would be
fine.
kind of fun.
That's
Sweet.
Japan only has 12, which is incredibly low. Actually, I feel as well for an online league like this. Hey, I want to throw it out there in case you guys are interested. No one's from North Korea.
Apparently, there's one inactive player from Palau who is a fucking legend for that. But no, I would. Okay, I only know this statistically because I'm such a nerd and I love geography. But do you guys know what is statistically the most forgotten country in the world?
India?
I forgot already.
Yeah, exactly. You can't remember. The most overlooked country when like presented with a map and you're asked to name every country, the country most people can't name.
New Zealand.
No, people know New Zealand.
No, because there's
El Salvador?
a whole Reddit based around the fact that it's maps without New Zealand. Like people just forget to put New Zealand on the map.
Oh, well, yeah, that's true. But no, usually the most forgotten country on a map is Sao Tome and the Principe off the coast of Africa, on the eastern side. That's like the most forgotten country on Earth. So I would probably do something like that. Either Sao Tome, I think. I think it would be.
No.
I think it'd be kind of fun if I made a player from like Kurdistan, and then I was constantly begging people to let me have Kurdistan as a country and separate it from like Turkey. It's like, why can't I have my own country, please?
No. You know, Sentinel Island, where the North Sentinelese are, the last uncontacted.
The last uncontacted tribe off India.
Yeah.
North Sentinel Island does technically count as Indian territory, though, right?
It does, but the fact that you can
Yeah.
from there, and it's like, it's rumored that their population is like 75 people, and you're a soccer player from there.
I don't think
The
there
ball was airdropped on the island, and little did they know that he would become the next Ronaldo.
It looks like there's nobody from Somalia, and you could go with like a Somalian pirate kind of theme.
I would love that. The crazy thing is, on this map of the nation tracker, I can distinctly tell that they actually divided Somalia and Somaliland, which is not like a widely regarded thing. And I was like, that's kind of a random geographic border to draw there.
I thought that was a little bit.
Take a look at next to India and Pakistan. I think they have Kashmir here as Indian, even though it's disputed as well.
Do they actually have a Kashmir state?
No.
No.
It's claimed by India, but I believe it's in dispute.
Huh.
That little. If you mouse over in India, the northernmost part, that little part that comes out to the west, I believe that's where it's disputed.
That makes sense. I did notice too, though, looking back. Obviously, there's no Palestine in Israel, but also the Morocco Western Sahara borders kind of weird. It doesn't really look quite right.
Yeah.
It
Let's
is
see,
a
are
little
there
bit
any
funny.
other ones?
Although I don't know for sure exactly how it is.
Yeah, I know. It's always that like dash line.
Yeah.
Do I recognize any? Oh, there's no Singaporean players. That would be kind of fun. Or wait, are there any Monegasque players?
Oh, there's no from Qatar or Bahrain either.
No, there's not a single Monegasque player.
Oh,
That's
wait,
kind of
actually,
wild.
wait, let me zoom in. Is that what I think it is? Nope. There's
There.
also no one from Vatican City.
Yeah.
How the hell isn't there a player that's literally called the Pope? Like, I'm pretty sure there's a Pope player.
That is a missed opportunity.
And they made him like Argentinian,
Oh,
probably.
actually, no, we've had two popes. We had Pope Thor and Pope Francis. Pope Thor was a season 5 player who was retired, and then Pope Francis.
I remember making a playing card for Pope Francis for the sticker book.
He is still active. He is on AC Romana, 770.
That's a fitting team.
Yeah, I mean, if there was ever a fitting there, yes.
No one from San Marino either. Statistically, the worst soccer team on earth. I don't know. There's a ton of countries that you could do. All the Pacific Islands are fun. You could do Nauru or Kiribati or Fiji. Well, no, actually, there is one person on Fiji, but like, you could do so many. Micronesia.
You could do Tuvalu before it sinks into the ocean.
Yeah, true.
Wait, is that too dark? I'm sorry.
No, I mean that's unfortunately that is kind of just how it is, man.
Scrolling on Cyprus.
What? Cyprus?
Yeah.
Is
Oh
Cyprus
shit!
divided
Yeah,
in
this is
half?
northern Cyprus.
Well,
I was wondering
it's
about
the
that.
triangle of Cyprus, because you've got Cyprus for Eastern Europe. You've got also the United Kingdom there.
Yeah, there's a little bit of UK.
Yeah. And then that big triangle, which I assume would be northern Cyprus, which is technically independent but Turkish backed, if I remember correctly.
But if it was Turkish backed, then it would count under Turkey. But Turkey has its own players, and it's not showing up. So I'm assuming it's its own thing.
It's disputed.
Is Northern Cyprus its independent country?
Not everyone sees it as such.
This kind of reminds me of Ted Lasso. It's like, so how many countries are there in this country?
Wait, hold on. I'm on Wikipedia now. It is Northern Cyprus is recognized only by Turkey. The international community considers it territory of Republic of Cyprus under Turkish military occupation.
There you go. Yeah.
So it's literally only Turkey represented as Turkey, but it doesn't count as Turkey on the SSL.
Yeah.
Makes sense of that. UN.
But
Are there any Maltese players?
Nothing in the Caucasus. Nothing in Central Asia. Really.
Oh my god, missed opportunity for someone to make a player from Kazakhstan. Oh wait, no, there is one player from Kazakhstan. I was gonna say missed opportunity for someone to do a Borat.
He's inactive.
Unfortunate.
Yeah.
My country, very good at football, very nice.
His player name was Borat. He was season 13. He is inactive, but I think he's a free agency, so he's probably going to retire after this season. Auto-retire.
Oh, goodbye, my goat. What other funky countries are there? Nobody from Djibouti, which I feel like would be one that people would do.
Another missed opportunity.
Yeah, seriously.
Why?
The Djibouti tickler.
I was going to say something else. That's so much better.
Yeah, no, I mean, people... Okay, I just shout out to the person from East Timor. Timor-Leste is a fucking whack country, and I'm glad they picked that. That's one of the only countries, well, not one of the only, but it's like the country where cannibalism is still like somewhat rampant. East Timor is actually a very wild place, but anyways, not to get into geopolitics.
I want to see, like also because it's literally whatever you want to do. I'm surprised we haven't had more fantastical players. You know, singular tub of Fazberry G Fuel aside, we haven't had a zombie. We haven't
Hmm.
had a werewolf. Like,
Have we had any angel players?
no. But we
Wait,
had
we could
half the
have
time orange slices.
we could have we could have Puerto Rican players. It doesn't look like those are part of the United States somehow.
Huh. Yeah, you know what? I think you're right.
Yeah. Yep.
Huh.
What? Whoops.
Wait, if someone joins a nation without that many players, does that mean that the bots come in to like fill in for the team?
The way
No.
it works is that the teams are divided up into regions, and so each nation is part of a region, and that region would make a team. So, like, I'm part of Andorra, but Andorra's too tiny to actually have a team. So I'm in the Pyrenees region that includes some Spain and France and some
Portugal.
other teams right there, and Portugal and so on.
Yeah. So basically, they would just say like you'd create your player from wherever region you wanted to be, and you would then probably be assigned depending where you are. To be perfectly honest, I feel that if Jamaica is in Central America, I have a feeling all of the Caribbean would fall under Central America as well.
Yeah, very likely so.
We still need more help.
And that pretty much falls all the way through, with one exception. At the very top of South America, that little green dot is France.
Yeah,
Well,
but
yeah,
I mean that makes
because
sense.
that's
French Guiana,
because that's Suriname, Guyana, and yeah, French Guinea, which
which according
there's
to
a
Brandon
couple of
considers it
random little
as
French.
they literally
Yeah.
consider it as a part of French soil, so that is part of their country.
It's like the
Well, those-
same. It's like the same with the little island off in the middle, like under South Africa and Australia. That little island that counts as France. I believe that's Réunion. And then you've got the
Oh,
little
you also
island off of Argentina, the
yeah, the
Falklands, I
Falklands,
believe, which is England.
which also brings me up to South America. There are no Uruguayan players here.
Or Paraguayan, or I believe that's Ecuador. No,
Don't
no,
ask
that's
me about geography. I'll
Bolivia.
Yeah,
Well,
it's
to be fair,
Bolivia.
Bolivia is kind of the worst Latin American country at soccer, but
eh,
Now
I'm
hold on.
actually,
Venezuela might be worse. Venezuela might be worse.
If you were from my era, you would be talking about Marco Echeverri, El Diablo.
No, I'm not discounting him. I know he was good, but like currently, at least for like
No, currently,
on the ball qualifying, I'm
no,
pretty
you
sure
got to go
they're
back. You got to go back to the '80s and the '90s to get the good
Yeah.
Bolivian players. That's no joke.
back when the jerseys looked cool. I do know though that they're the sea level merchants though, that their stadium El Alto, it's like super freaking high up, so
yeah.
everyone who has to play against them is like miserable and they need oxygen and everything.
Yeah, no, that's the funny thing is that their home record's actually really good. It's just their away
Mhm.
record. It's like
It's really
so
bad.
fast. But yeah, so just those are just some thoughts for listeners to consider, because we have now passed an hour, and you guys got any finishing thoughts you want to throw out there for the listeners?
Finishing thoughts. The big deal with these podcasts, we're getting cash, and I need to make a request to my coaches to figure out how to spend this cash to get new positions for the team. So I'm gonna be throwing away the left wing back, because I'm not going to be playing that, and I need to add a new attacking position. And there's going to be some debate over what that is. We can talk about that next week.
Mm-hmm. Okay, Aegis, you got anything?
If we have any questions,
Yeah, questions, comments,
Oh yeah.
final thoughts you want to
Who's
leave with the
the?
listeners?
Oh yeah. Who's the guy who does the GM for the USA team on SSL?
I don't think that's been named yet. It's changed. It's not one person.
Oh.
You can apply for
Okay. Because I'm trying to get like in contact with him, so you know.
it. Yeah. Keep an eye out. In the league for check the announcements thread or the announcements forum.
Mm.
and like World Sim. Actually, there was a post in September 28th. They're talking about. You can talk. They talk about it. Open call for regional managers. Week 205 is the deadline for application. So I think that's start of the tournament starts in week 216, which is January 5th. So you need to check to make sure. Check the calendar. We are in week. We are just about to start week 204. So if you are interested in being a GM, and this is to anybody
Yeah, hop on that now.
here or listening, you need to apply by Sunday, October 26th, which is also the last day of the season 22 off season. So if that is something you're interested in, go ahead and do that. So yeah, and to answer your question specifically, Alex, when you'll know 2 weeks after that, it's when the regional managers are assigned, and you can reach out to them specifically. But keep an eye out on the announcements on the online forum, because that's where they put those types of notifications.
Oh,
So,
okay.
yep. So, thank you guys for jumping in and chatting with me. I know we babble. I especially babble a lot, but I hope everyone enjoyed it, and we'll look forward to doing this again.
Yeah.
Have a good one, and this will be getting uploaded as soon as YouTube will let me upload an hour plus file.
Fantastic.
Might take a little bit.
Yeah. Have a good one.